Hello, this is Gracie, and this is my Flosstube number 11 or 12. Anyhow, I'll put it in the beginning. But uh, thank you for being here. This is Gracie Robles, and this is cross therapy. It's a Flosstube, meaning we talk about things that have fluss and yarns and things like that. My channel is mostly about cross stitch, although I've been thinking about punch needle and rug cooking, things like that. I do like when I see them. I love knitting and quilting, but I'm not good at it. But I have tried a few things of them. Anyway, this is an update. I was not here 2 weeks ago, so it's a little bit of a recap, I guess, or big update. Not really big because what happened is, as I explained a month ago, April is my mother's birthday and also the anniversary of her passing 2 years ago. So I knew the April was going to be hard for me and my family. We didn't know if I was gonna travel. We ended up not going to Monterrey. I wanted to go, but it's still not a good time for me to travel with my son. And when I travel by myself, I'd rather be close by and only for a few days just because I'm worried about Mario. Even though my husband is great and everything, and I have a lot of support, my niece, my sisters, and you know, I have a lot of support, and still, but I still don't feel comfortable to like to travel to another state or country or whatever. So anyhow, I decided also to change and rethink a little bit my my Wipgo in March Mania that I've been doing. So I decided to be sort of like a monogamous, something like that. When you just work in a few or one, which I can never do, but I did work in a few instead of a lot like I usually do. And when I say, it's not that it's hard. It's not that it's hard. Is that I just have a lot of projects and I wanna usually do them, but I wanted to take a break and concentrate on the one that I was doing for my mom. Because it was April, like I said, it was gonna be hard and tough. So I just wanted to do remembrance piece. I have a song with a hashtag in Instagram, and it's called Remember Me Song. And I have a lot of pieces, that they are in memory of someone. But I started it with What Remains Is Love by Blackbird Design. And I decided that April was going to be a good month to finish it. And I did. And I put it on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, I had a few finishes finally. And that's another reason too that I changed my April focus and everything, because since I've been working in very big pieces, I felt a little bit overwhelmed, not having a lot of finishes because I was working in these immense big pieces, which I love, always. But I wanted to feel, sometimes you just need that finish, you just need to feel accomplished somehow. Most of my pieces are big anyway, but so I have a few finished today, so that's awesome, right? And they're beautiful because I love these pieces. And like I say, one of them was for my mom, and then I work on my sound. The only sound that I did was a Modern Folk Embroidery Mystery Sound for 2022. So anyway, I did a stitch most of the time. I was working on a stitch that I'm designing in an app, an application that I got that is Mag Stitch. And I've been working in a design. I was overwhelmed by that too. So anyway, the whole month I sort of felt overwhelmed. And so it was good that I didn't have a floss tube. It was good that I wasn't trying to do a lot of things. It was sort of like a break, working in a few projects, and I got two finishes. And I got to finish also my mystery sale for the month of April. So I feel good about the whole April month. I got to celebrate my mom by stitching a lovely piece for her. I felt sad, I felt, moody, and I had dreams and all that stuff, because I was overwhelmed by all these feelings and not able to go, to go to Monterrey to visit my family, to go see the grave and stuff like that. It would have been good. But like I said, we're just not ready. My family is just not ready to travel all the way to Mexico right now. Maybe in the future, will be. And we're starting to thinking on traveling more. Mario, my son, he's doing better. My kids are starting. My two older kids are starting to travel as well. So we're getting there. We're getting there. So this is my Wipgo. I'm doing the book of days. So I did work every day on my design and the few, things that I was working on. And I just, like you can see, I was just working on one thing, which it was the Remember Me song, which is, I'll show you my finish. That is What Remains is Love. And then I work on my spring, the March Maynia, project, which it was, and I finished that one, the spring fling, which I didn't need it to do a lot. It was almost done, but I waited for the floss and I did it. And also, okay, so the ones that I have, they're just, I didn't work on them. I just didn't, for a week ago, I didn't work on them. I just work on those few things. And so, but then some other numbers have been called, and we're gonna discuss them in plans that I'm gonna be doing with Go. So anyway, let's do the finishes. Okay, so we have a finish. This is isn't that beautiful? I love it. I just love it. Let me see. Close by. Oh, let's see if you focus. The satin stitch is beautiful. I have to say, these ladies in Blackbird design. I didn't want to put dates or anything. I just put What Remains is Love. Those are the words of the chart. And then I just put Dora, which is my mother's name. So this is for Dora, for my mom. And I'm going to have a remembrance wall. That's what I want to have. I want to have all these pieces that I'm gonna be doing for my sound. Remember me sound. I'm doing for my mom a few pieces, more than a few, and then I'm doing one for my father-in-law, which is I'll show you in a minute. And then I'm doing some for my father, for my family, for my grandparents. So I want to have a wall just for that. So anyway, this is one of my finishes that I sort of like just focus on that. Like I said, I was pretty feeling emotional, so I just didn't have the headpiece, the headspace, I'm sorry, to be doing. So I just wanted to do something meaningful. And then when I finished that, I was like feeling great, that I finished what I say that I was gonna finish, that or that I wanted to finish. So I went back to my March plans, my March Mania plans, and I finished Spring Fling. This one is, the fabric is too big, but now both of these pieces were a kit. So I got all the fabrics and the flosses, I got them as a kit. Now the first one, the What Remains Love, this is a kit that I got by traditional stitchers, and I got all the fancy flosses, because you had a choice of buying the DMCs, the silk, or the fancy flosses, and I got the fancy floss. because I think those are the ones called for, because they usually do that. So I got the charm and I got the flosses by traditional stitchers. Now these came out in market, so you're able to get this chart now in your stores and all that stuff. So, but when it came out, I think last year, or the yeah, I think it was last year, by traditional stitchers, it was sort of like a kit that you can find only there, but now it's available everywhere. And now the second finish is a spring fling by by Brenda Gervais. And it's beautiful. I want to do the one, she has another one for Christmas and it's a snowman. And I want to do that too. And so we'll see. We'll see. But I really like it. Now, the fabric that, okay, so now I got this kit. And country samplers, country samplers, um, country samplers, yes. So I went there and I got the kit, and the fabric is not pink. The fabric is, it was sort of like a natural color, but the booklet, the designer teach you or shows you how to uh, paint the fabric. So basically, you wind bath the fabric. So I asked my husband, and he helped me, and we put wine, and then you right away, you don't leave it like when you do the coffee tea dye, that you leave it for a long time. Not in this case. In this case, you do the wine bath, and it's just like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? You don't do it for a long time. And the instructions are there, but I just love to do that stuff. I love to explore and do things. So begin. I don't know. Place lining in a glass dish and then pour just enough wine over linen to cover. Linen to cover. Wine stain fairly quickly, so no need to soak. Immediately rinse under hot water to set the wine and wring excess moistures out. Place linen in clothes dryer to dry. Press linen. You are now ready to start your stitching. So it's easy and it's fun and it's fast. So I really, really love it. Then when I finished those two, I was really happy and in a roll. So I said, let me do the motherfucking embroidery just because I've been keeping up with the sound and I'm doing this one also as a memory piece for my father-in-law, Henry Robles. And I love him very much and we miss him greatly. And I don't know why this piece reminds me of him. So this is the Mother Folk Embroidery mystery sound. Or, well, it's not mystery. Yes, it is a mystery sound. And I really love it. I'm not doing it in black. A lot of people are doing it in black. I'm doing it with red silk. And is Soya Del Year 946. It's pretty red. It doesn't show really well right now. We have sort of like a cloudy day. Yesterday it rained a little bit. So I've been feeling okay. So then I've been really lucky in getting giveaways and all that stuff. So I was watching lately the Flosstube community, and they were showing this box of Poe, Edgar Allan Poe, and they had this unboxing, and I was just in love with that. I wish I got it, but I didn't, and I'm not planning to buy, because I've been just buying too many things. So right now, I sort of like I want to have progress. I want to go back to my Wipgo focuses and everything, but I want to have progress and the things that I have. Not that I don't want to buy things because that's a lie, but you know what I'm saying. I want to buy fabrics. I do want to buy more fabric and a few charts, not too many, but more fabric because I would like to explore more with fabric. And so anyway, I was watching I swear I'm stitching. That's her Flosstube, and I'll put it right here. And so she had a giveaway, and I won one of the charts of the box, the unboxing box. Let me see. What was the name of the box? Well, I'll put it right here. But anyway, I won this chart. So thank you so much. And she sent me a card. I love her Instagram. She shares always very funny things, but also very beautiful things about her family. So I love her Instagram and I love her Flosstube. Please give her a follow. And thank you, Sarah, for the giveaway and also for your friendship and for always making me laugh. And your Flosstube, she's really funny. Just the way she comes up. I always want to be funny, but I'm not really funny. But she's just like naturally funny. So anyway, so for the next week go, for the month of May, which is already right. Let me see. I'm checking. That's why I like to do this thing here because when I'm not doing it in my phone, then I can check in my phone, things and read and talk and, I don't have to stop. So that's why I like to use my laptop. But I noticed that it has a little different quality. So I may go back to the phone. I don't know. But right now, I'm enjoying my laptop and doing the videos in my laptop because it gives me the freedom to be checking up. It's a lot of information. So anyway, the Wipgo, for next month. Let me see. Yes, so she has 13, which is free. I want to work on a sampler, you know, something that I have around. Well, no. Well, there's something else. No, not a sampler, not a sampler. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. So anyway, so she has 14, 8, and 13 because the 13 is sort of like a free number. I'm taking a picture of it so I can have it. So anyway, for the number 8, I have Halloween at one of those. Let me see. Let me show you. Okay, yes. How wrong hollow. So here it is, right? And so now we go into the plans, right? So for plans, I'm gonna be working for Wipgo. I'm gonna be working with this. I'm using the DMCs, and I do this thing where, there are many colors, so I can do that. It's fun. It's just for fun because I know I'm gonna be doing this project for a long time. Then I go to use a nice fabric and whatever I want to do to make it fun for me. And so this is where I am. I'm working on the first, so I want to finish the first and start on the second one. That will be my plans. I would like to finish this one and the next one, but I'm not gonna rush or make any promises, because So anyway, this fabric is phenomenal by Kitten Stitcher, and I will write the name of the fabric. It's a 40 count, and I'm doing it 1/2, and I really like it. I was using another fabric that it was more like in the photo, it had more yellow stuff. But then because it had more yellow and all the flosses are, in all, a lot of the flosses are yellows and light browns and stuff. It didn't look right. So I ended up changing the fabric and started it again, which it was not fun to do. So that's one of them. So that's going to be a focus. And then that's number 8. And then she has the number 13 that I'm going to be focusing on a sampler. I don't know which sampler yet. Okay, that's going to be like a sampler. Let me hit the photo. I think it's 13, 14, and A. So 14 is a Savor Praise. Okay, let me see. Oops, sorry. I just put it all around me because otherwise I don't want to stand up and look for everything. So I got all the flosses. I had already started this year, I think. Last year. And I love this project, and that's what I'm saying that I want to do with Wipgo. I want to pull up these things that I love, that I just started them, and I mean, I got all the DMC. Now in her charts, she had the DMC and the anchors, right here. So I pick up the DMC and the fancy flosses. She has a few of those. So I'm doing that, and I'm using a 40 count, and I just have a small star. Yeah, I know. And I really, really like it. I was watching the 24 hours Jen's Jen's videos, and with she and her mom, and they were working on this piece. In one of their videos, I'll put the name of their Flosstube. I love their Flosstube, her Flosstube, and how she and her mom, they just have so much fun. I love the relationship, and I love their videos and all the love for stitching, and everything they do. But they were working on this piece, and I was like, I got everything. They were showing so much progress, because it's a large piece. Also, Lori Holt, I think she finished this and it was beautiful. Anyway, so I want to focus on this piece as well. I think I'm going to start with Halloween for 1 week or 2 weeks, and then I'm going to do this for the next 2 weeks. I think. So. Anyhow, the 13, which is like a free thing, I'm gonna be doing samplers. So I may just work on this as well, right? I don't know. Because then it's May. So I still have to decide one piece for. I'm not doing Maynia as a lot of people do Maynia, which is a lot of starting projects. I'm going to pick up my projects from last year, which I already sort of did with my March Mania. Excuse me, which I showed 2 or 3 videos ago. Anyway, I'll go, and that's how a Spring Fling came about, and I got to finish it because it's one of my projects from last year. I did a video where I show those projects, so I'm gonna pick up one of them and work on it. It's not gonna be the ones that I've been working on, which was Love Never Fails and a Spring Fling. I'm gonna pick up another one, but I haven't decided which one. But I had already showed them in another video. But in 2 weeks, I'm gonna make a video, and I will talk about that. So now this is gonna be during the day. I'm gonna be working on during the week. I'm going to be working on my designs in the day, and then at nighttime, I'm gonna be working on my Wipgo. And it's not true. I do my morning monster Wipgo. So I'm going to be doing the morning, the Wipgo, the 2 Wipgos, or the 3 week. I wanted to work on a sampler in that free week, but I may do that I may just pick up another sampler or just keep working in this one that I just showed. But we'll see. Because sometimes you just need a change, right? And so I may just pick up something that I already have. So in 2 weeks, I'll share with you. Another thing is that I finish, my Love Never Fails. No, I'm sorry. I finish, the finish that I show you is Love Never, What Remains is Love. And so that is going to be the giveaway for this week. I know this is loved by many people. Many people already have it, but if you want to work in this, I will send it to you. So what I want you to write the word is love. So if you write the word love, this is gonna be the giveaway for in next 2 weeks. We did have a giveaway for this from my last Flosstube, and I'm going to share the information at the end of my video because it seems like I do it at the beginning or in the middle, and people are not sending me emails. And I want you to send me an email, and I want you to see who won the giveaway. So I'm gonna include that in a picture and just write the name at the end of my videos from now on. Okay? I think that's that's just it, that a lot of people don't realize. And sometimes I don't even say the name and I just may write it. So people, they may go to the bathroom or they just may answer a phone call, and so sometimes they don't reach me back for the giveaway. So from now on, at the end of my videos, I'm going to put the picture of the winner, and I'm going to write I'm just going to have the information in a picture at the end of my video, so you know that the giveaways, the results of my giveaways are going to be at the end of my videos. So anyway, I'll remind you this when I finish this video about in the next 2 weeks. So anyway, I feel good. I feel much better. First of all, because I work on my mom's piece, and I got to, because it's not about feeling happy all the time. Sometimes are hard. And like I was saying, April was going to be tough for me. But I try to get the feelings out, to express my feelings, and teaching on What Remains is Love. It was a way of doing it as a celebration of my mom. My mom, like I said before, she loved birds, she loved flowers. So it was a good way to celebrate her life with something that she may have loved. And I just, stitched her name Dora. I love her name, and so it was nice. It was an amazing feeling, and I finished it. If you look at my Instagram, I finished it in the day of her birthday. I didn't realize that it was her birthday till I saw the Facebook. My sister, included some pictures, and I was almost done, and I'm like, no, I'm finishing it today. Today is the day. So I finished it, I think, like at 11 o'clock or something at night, but I finished it in the day of her birthday. So I was, meant something, that I was sort of like, it's hot. I'm hot. Anyway, so that is what my plans are. I'm a little bit hidden there. So I was talking about my schedule. Okay, so in the morning, I will be doing the Wipgo. Okay, I will be doing the Wipgo. And at nighttime, I do my sounds. I have a few sounds. And then I'll be working on the weekends with my mirror. Okay? And so I've been working with the Tree of Hope. I haven't stitched a lot. This April, I didn't stitch at all. Maybe a few stitches. Today, I'm going to work on it because it's the weekend. And I want to do my mirrors. And I'm going to talk about something else too. Anyway, so this is what I'm working on for the weekends. And this is all my flosses. And I had all the goodies, I ordered them in Victorian Rose Needle Arts. I'll put the name of the store right here. I love them. They've been amazing, in sending everything quickly and everything. This is so much of my stitching. I love this fabric. I started this in another fabric and I didn't like it. But this is so far what I have, which is the beginning of the tree, right? And this fabric is a 32 counts surfing big business. Sorry. Here we go. I'll write it in here anyway, if you need it. And if you like any fabric or flosses or you have a question, send me an email here and I will answer you if I have the questions. But most of the time, I try to keep, like my little note in the basket. Usually, my projects are in bags, but when I'm ready to use them, I sometimes, if it's just too much stuff, I don't keep them in the bag. I put them in these little baskets that I got in Hobby Lobby, and then so it's easy because I have them around the house. But pretty much is just the fact that sometimes I just keep them in my bag, which I should because they just occupied a lot of space. But sometimes it's easy for me to have them in a basket and I can put them in the side of my bed and stuff, and it's just easy to grab. And what happened is sometimes if you don't see them, you don't remember that they're there. So sometimes I like to, I want to work in this month with these projects. I pick up the baskets, I put them all out so I can see them. Because sometimes if you don't just have them inside your bags, I feel that I just don't remember that they're there. And as much as I love them, sometimes I forget that I have that. And I'm buying other things while I have things that I love here in my home. So that's one of the things that I do. I pull them out, I put them in baskets, and sometimes I go back to them and sometimes I don't, but it's just something that I do. Okay, so in the weekends, I'm gonna work with, so in the week, I do my Wipgo, and then in the morning, and then at nighttime, I do my songs. I work on my design. It's going so. But I'll show you. One of these days, I start to show you what I'm doing, and eventually, I'll make share. Anyway, so I'm gonna be working on that in the weekend. In the weekend, I'm gonna work in my mirrors. And for the summer, I wanna go back to my full coverage. So I got the full coverage. I bought 3, and I have shared them in one of my YouTube channels, and one of my floss tubes. So I got 3 of them, and I want to buy more, obviously, but I haven't worked on them. At the beginning, I tried all of the things, that you buy, and, the frames things, and it didn't work for me because the way I stitch with one hand. I don't stop. I do one hand, and the other one I just put it it's in the bottom, and I just sort of touch it, making sure that everything is going okay. But I don't do this, So if you're gonna use a frame roll, right, or frame scroll or something like that, the plastic things, and so I was always using small hoops. So when you do a full coverage, you don't want to do a small hoop because you're gonna be moving it all around, and you don't want to be damaging or whatever, So it ended up being that I tried a bigger hoop and it didn't work because my arm will hurt and stuff. So I was watching little stitcher or little. I'll put the name of her videos for full coverage were amazing. Anyway, so I started, and so she said that a lot of people were doing it at hand, stitching on hand in full coverage, and that's much better. But she doesn't do them at hand, in hand. She used all of these she has a stand and all of this, and I just love the view, So like I said, I bought a few things, and they just didn't work because of the way I stitch. So I started practicing. So that was last year, at the end of last year. I started practicing my in hand, stitching at hand. So I like it, and now I'm doing it all the time. I use the hoops, the small hoops sometimes when the stitching doesn't show really nice, which it happened to me with one of my whips. But and everything else I'm doing fine, and I love it. So I'm ready to do my full coverage pieces. So for the summer, which is that is coming, I have because Michelle Bendy, she was just doing this, and I just love it. It's Contessa with Squid, and I have everything, So I printed. So I received the chart because I like charts. That's what I do. I like charts. I like paper. Anyway, so then I went to Office Depot and I make this booklet. So I have my chart in there, and I have this booklet so I can color as I go. Uh, that's the way I'm doing it, and I know it's slow, but right now I'm just there's just too much change. But anyway, that's what I'm doing, and as you can see, this is what I have done in the first page. So not a lot, but I really like it. And where is it? This is just, that's it. And this is a 25 count, and it's I'm doing it 1/2, and I think this is the easy grid. I think it's a 25 count, and I'm doing it 1/2. No, 1/1, 1/1, and I have all the flosses, all the DMCs. And I think it's important to do the DMC just because you have to wash the fabric at the end. So that's why. And I did the photo, and I did the cards, and just having fun with it. I love the project, and I think it's a perfect summer stitch. And so I want to pick this up over the weekends and work on this over the weekends, starting now throughout the summer. So I think that's in my other two projects, I'm gonna pick them up too. But I want to get into a rhythm with the full coverage because I think I love them. It's just that, like I said, I was waiting till I get more used to the hand art, the in hand stitching. I just wanted to get used to that and do that. So now, okay, so like I say, the giveaway for this video is going to be What Remains is Love by Blackbird Designs. And in 2 weeks, I'm going to be here, hopefully. And the word is love. And if you want to participate. And from now on, like I said, I will put that at the end of my picture, whoever got the giveaway. Another thing that I wanted to talk is that I've been watching a lot of YouTubes. I've been pretty bad. I have been watching a lot of Flosstube, but I've been watching a lot of gossip. Because long time ago, I used to be addicted to court cases. Like I will watch court TV, right? And so lately with the cases with the Johnny Depp and the Kardashians and all of that, and me having the time, I've been like glued to that Flosstube, watching all that stuff, and it's just been keeping me very entertained. But I usually, watch Flosstubes, and I like to catch up new Flosstube as well, just because I just love that. So I usually do the Flosstubes, and I find that I just, love new Flosstubes. And I have find this lady. Let me see if I find it here. History. Okay. So I wanted to say that I really like her. Okay, so this is Nightmare Before a Stitch Mask. Let me see. Stitching. Yeah. And she is in her Flosstube number 4, and she does a lot of October, Halloween, and she's just a lot of fun. So I'm going to put the name of her Flosstube here, and she just has very, very fun videos. I love all the finishes, all the projects that she does. Another one that I've been watching is, let me see, history. She's not very, very new, but she's sort of new to me, right? And then I'm sure I'm going to forget something, but anyway, I'm always forgetting something. There is another lady that I find amazing. I cannot find her. Well, it's okay. It's all right. Can I find her? I'm sorry. Okay. Yes, no. I cannot find her. Taking forever. Anyway, if I remember, I'll put it at the end of my video. But if I don't, I'm sorry. I will be better. In my last few videos, I've been putting all the floss tubes that I've been watching. But since I haven't been watching that many, I just wanted to mention, the one I made, and then I swear I'm stitching because she's funny, and I got a giveaway, and I love her videos. So please check her out as well. And I haven't seen any more of the Spectrum Stitcher. I love her videos also, and the way she looks in her videos. She's beautiful. Anyway, and all her stitching is beautiful. And she's getting to me in the way that I now want to buy some of the, let me see. She has all these finishes. Satsuma Street. Oh my God. The Spectrum Stitcher. And she has all these Satsumas. Spectrum Stitcher. And so she has all these finishes. Well, not a lot of them, but some of them that I really, really love. She does them for her kids, and just the colors. Like she just finished Otoño, Fall by Satsuma Street, and it just looks amazing. All of those colors. I'm liking her a lot, Satsuma Street, just because of her. And so when you watch some of the floss tubers, you get to love certain designers just because of what they share, right? So anyway, that's my last thing. And I've been wondering a lot today because, you just, that's how my month has been. So May is going to be better. I'm going to do all the things. And I wish you have a wonderful month, a wonderful Mother's Day, a wonderful holidays if you go to vacations and, everything. Holidays. I don't know where I got that, but anyway. Remember the giveaway for in 2 weeks we're gonna give this away, and remember my last giveaway is going to be at the end of this video. And I thank you so much for everything. As always, remember, breathe in, breathe out, and make another cross. God bless you.